Hello, class, and welcome to our 13th lecture series on Management Essential. And I am your instructor, Dr. Jamal. Okay, so today we are starting the fourth function of management, and that would be, let me, leading. So, in our earlier lectures, we talked about extensively on, okay, first of all, the management function, planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So we already talked about on planning, and then we talked about on organizing, in which we talk about teams, right? Groups. And today we'll talk about leading. Okay. So because management work is get the work done through the people, by the people, with the people. All right. So this part is very, very much important. All right. So this function, so we will share some lights on our third function of management, and the chapter name going to be motivating employees, which ultimately when employees are motivated, it will lead to organizational performance. All right. So this chapter's learning objective going to be, we'll be talking about what is motivation. We'll talk about different theories of motivation, and then we compare and contrast the new theories with the old theories, okay, like traditional view and modern view. And at the end, we'll talk about the current issues going on in motivation literature. Okay, so what is motivation? So motivation also refers to the process by which person's efforts are energized, directed, sustained towards attaining a goal. So the core word is here a person's energy, which means the element of energy is very important in motivation. So when the if we talk about energy, energy comes with intensity as well. Right? So when the energy is in a person is increased, which means a motivated person puts its 100% efforts and work hard. But remember, quality of work must depend on attainment of goal. Some people work hard, right? They are working from 9 to 10, more than 8 hours a day, but still they are not optimal. They are not attaining some goal. But some people do smart work. Maybe they are only working from 9 to 3, only for 6 hours, and their productivity is more than those who are working hard. So you need to put people into that state in which you energize them through intensity, drive, and vigorness so that they would be able to perform well in a smart way. But remember the tagline here: high levels of efforts do not necessarily lead to a favorable job performance unless you give them direction. So that's your job. All right. So first theory in which we talk about the old view, you can say that, and that is what are the motivation levels of employees. So we call this first theory, which is the pioneer, of the motivation-based theory is called the Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory, in which it states that human needs physiological, safety, social, esteem, and self-actualization to form a sort of hierarchy. So this is also called hierarchy of needs theory. All right. We also call this Maslow hierarchy of needs theory, but in literature, it is also known as hierarchy of needs theory. All right. So let's just shed some light on this. So the first level, which is the lowest level, you can call this the animal level, in which a person should be or is motivated to first follow its physical needs. And what are those physical needs? For example, shelter, having a partner, eating, like food, right? And then the next one is safety. So some also say that this is also the animal nature, because also animals want to have a safe place to sleep over there. But remember, safety for both kind of safety, the physical safety, which also animals are looking for, and also emotional, which most of the animals they don't have. So first of all, their physical needs, and then their safety needs. Okay, we need to have a home, we are protected from outside threats, this kind of stuff, right? And then when these two needs are fulfilled, then they desire a third hierarchy of needs, that is to be social. The need for affection, belongingness, friendship, acceptance in the society, these are called social needs, right? And then esteem, that my worth, I must be recognized, my worth, okay? People should recognize my worth. I want to be prominent, or people, acknowledge me, sense of acknowledgement. This is the next come with the esteem. And then the last one is self-actualization, which means you basically open up to your inner self that, okay, I am born to do that. So this is the last level of needs. Like, this is the one, for example, many of the freedom fighters or leaders, they are under this self-actualization, in which they believe that only I have the capability to provide freedom to my country. So they are on self-actualization needs. But remember, these needs are connected. So that doesn't mean that, okay, first this need to be fulfilled and then this need to be fulfilled. So, all right, so there is a hierarchy, but sometimes you can mix one or two or three together. All right, so that doesn't mean you have to follow the same path. Sometimes maybe this becomes after safety. So hierarchical structure can be achieved simultaneously or step by step, but remember, the last step would be, and second last step would be, self-esteem and self-actualization. Second last, self-esteem, and then self-actualization. So the levels of needs, like physiological or physical need, a person needs for food, drink, shelter, sexual satisfaction, and other physical needs, right? And then safety needs, a person needs for security, protection, physical and emotional harm. The third one is social needs, a person's need for affection, belongingness, acceptance, and friendship. While the fourth, esteem needs or self-esteem, a person needs for internal factors such as self-respect, autonomy, achievement, and external factors, recognition, attention, status. So it means self-esteem has esteem has two types: internal, in which you develop your self-interest. If somebody talk to me like that, then I need to respond like that. For example, you cannot call black a nigger, but a black can call the other black person a nigger, right? So these are some esteems, because the black people, they self threatened, or they self that their this self respect is hurt because some other color skin people, they are calling him a nigger. Or in which you realize that, okay, I have done this work, then people should respect me, and they should recognize my work. They should like in your class CR, he must be given some kind of responsibility, and you guys also listen to him. This is called recognition of self-esteem in a class. In a bigger organizational level, okay, someone has performed well, he should be recognized, he should be given some awards, some promotions, or news bulletins in the organizational magazines or something, or notice board, so that he would feel the attention and status. All right, so esteem has external and internal factors. The last one is the self-actualization. So a person needs to become what or she is capable of becoming, right? So it means the person has basically going to achieve her or him potential and sorry about that fulfillment. What he thought, he's capable of doing that, and he is going to achieve that, right? Capable of becoming. Now the next theory is, we call this McGregor theory. This is also called the two-factor theory. Sorry, this is not called the two-factor theory. This is called the theory X and Y. Apologies. So McGregor's, Douglas McGregor's. So he poses two assumptions about human nature, and he categorized them into theory X and theory Y. So in a very simple sense, theory X is a negative view of people, and theory Y is a positive view of people. So the assumption that employees dislike work, they are lazy, avoid responsibility, must be coerced to perform, must be given them some kind of threat so that they can perform. If you cannot perform this, so you would be fired, you would be replaced, you will not given promotion, you will be not given your salary, or you would be penalized, or we will not give you your 3 days salary, and etc. Theory Y, assumption that employees are creative, enjoy work, seek responsibility, and can exercise self-direction. So clearly